episode 11 of the Passion and Persistence podcast. I'm your host, Elaina Mitchell, and I just want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by Mitchell Designs, your one-stop shop for all of your business, marketing, and branding needs. Without further ado, let's jump right into episode 11, but first, go ahead and grab a paper and pencil because this episode is going to be packed full of value for you. Here we go. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Passion and Persistence podcast. I'm your host, Elaina Mitchell, and today we are going to be discussing how to make that vision in your head and that dream in your heart come to life and create a profitable business. So there are some really important foundational steps that you need to take to create your business from the ground up. Now, if you want your business to be around for the long run, if you want it to be an empire, if you want to be able to pass it on to your children and their children, then you need to outline these foundational steps first. And I am going to tell you exactly how to do that. So go ahead and get some paper and pencil, take some notes, whether it be on your computer. This information is going to be really helpful, like I said, to make your dream a reality. I know that everybody listening right now has had some sort of idea pop into their head, whether it be for a product or service or a passion that they have, and you've thought to yourself, I need to make this a business. I should be making this a business. How can I make this a business? So I am going to explain just that. So the very first step to creating your new business is making a business plan. Now, this business plan is going to outline all of the business operations, how you plan on making money with the business, your services or products, all of that. I actually wrote a blog on my website, emitchelldesigns.com. Right at the top on navigation, click blog and scroll down. You'll see how to write a business plan. And it's going to outline and walk you through all of the steps to creating a very important step to this new dream of yours, the business plan. Okay, so once you create your business plan, now you want to think of a really memorable name. And it's important to remember to keep your name super short and make sure that your name reminds the public what it is that you're doing with your business. Whether it be products that you're selling or services that you're offering, your name should say just that. Don't let it be confusing. If you make it too long, it'll be something that people forget, or if it's hard to say, people are also going to forget what the business name is because it's hard for them to say it, so it'll be hard for them to remember it. So keep it short and simple and to the point. And I'm actually writing a blog post that will be live very soon to explain how to come up with a really catchy business name. Now, an important step to this part of this entire process is making sure no one's using your business name already. You can do searches on sunbiz.org. You can also do URL searches to see if their URL and domain is available for your new business name. And also check on social media outlets who's using that name, because you want to make sure once you choose your business name that you then go and snag it on all of the online platforms, whether it be your domain name for your website, your social media handles, your Facebook name. All of those things need to be related and the same as your business name. Now, sometimes your business name may be taken, or a variation of it is already being used on things like social media, or the domain is already taken. Do not worry. There are actually people out there that buy up a bunch of domains just to resell them. So you can get a little creative when it comes to the domain name and also your handles, but you don't want to stray too far away from the original business name. For instance, a restaurant that I just did full business branding for, it's called Toss. Their URL is actually Toss, DTSP. Toss Downtown St. Pete. And this actually will help them be able to branch off in the future into other cities because they can stick with their name Toss and add abbreviations to their cities moving forward in the future, whether it be their domain or their social media handles. So again, there's ways to get creative if somebody did snag your name. Don't worry about it. So that, as I said before, make sure you're taking notes because we're going to keep rolling through this. I'm going to be feeding you so much valuable information on this episode, and it might be a little heavy at first. So if you have to take a break and hit pause, no worries. Come back and make sure you're subscribed to this podcast so that you get updates of when we drop new episodes. This is actually the first episode where I'm giving so much value in just one episode. So again, make sure that you're taking notes. So we already went over creating a business plan. Again, there is a blog on my website to walk you through all of the steps of creating a good business plan. Next, you're going to create your business name, make sure that it's memorable, and check for its availability on all online platforms. The third step is going to be registering your business as an LLC, a sole proprietor, or a corporation. And you're going to do this with your state's registry department. I'm in Florida right now, so it is sunbiz.org. But whatever city you're in, just do a quick Google search, how to register as an LLC, and it'll come up. Don't fall into the traps and loopholes of things like LegalZoom and stuff like that to get it done. It's super simple. You can do it yourself. And like I said, go to your state's website and register. So there's a few differences between LLC, corporation, and sole proprietor. An LLC is a limited liability company. That means if something happens within your company, you personally cannot be sued for it or taken to court. So limited liability. Now, a corporation is just an entity operating as a business. And then a sole proprietor is where you have more liability on your name. You are the business. So Mitchell Designs, for instance, I'm still a sole proprietor right now. And as the business grows, we're going to transition into an LLC. So there's that. Let me take a breath. Wow. I'm just rambling off here. So once you create your LLC online, then you're going to invest in a branding package. Now, the branding package is the funnest part of all of this, of creating your entire company. The branding package is going to consist of things like your logo design, your color palette, the imagery that you relate to your business, things like your tagline, your hashtag, even the font that you choose to use. You're going to invest in a branding package that encompasses all of this and more so that you can now build on top of that brand outline. So I do full business branding for hospitality businesses. So you can always use me if you need somebody that knows what they're doing, that loves what they're doing, and understands the importance of branding and the psychology behind branding. That is so, so important. Things like colors give us a mood. They make us feel a certain way. And if we choose the wrong colors associated with our brand, it's going to mess up everything that we're trying to build. So also fonts. I have seen so many companies and businesses use the weirdest fonts that just do not match their mission or what they stand for or what problem they're solving. The fonts are cursive or the fonts look childlike and it's a more sophisticated business or brand. So make sure that, again, you're using somebody that you trust, somebody that has a good eye for design, and someone that knows what they're doing, and above all of that, loves what they're doing, because they're going to pour their heart and soul out into creating the best brand outline for you. So invest in a branding package. If you're not sure, or if you want to refresh your mind on what a branding package includes, check out my website. It's emitchelldesigns.com, and it lists everything that our branding packages include. Now, a branding package is a big investment, you guys. It kind of scares some people. There are ways that you can make payments on bigger packages like this. You can put it on a credit card if you need to, but it's an investment that you need to make nonetheless. If you skip this step and try to start promoting your business without having an outline brand, your ads are not going to work. People are not going to buy your products when they land on your website because nothing looks the part. It's not giving your consumers or your audience the right feeling to lead them to take an action. And again, there's a lot of psychology behind effective branding. So this step is very important and something that you should either save up to do or create a payment plan or put it on a business card. Whatever you need to do to make it happen, it is definitely necessary to building a business for the long run. Now, there are companies out there that don't have a brand outline. They don't invest big money in a logo. They don't invest money in creating their tagline, their mission statement, their font files. And that's fine, but they won't be around for the long run. Those are the companies that come crumbling down in a few years from now. If your goal is to build an empire, a business that you can pass down to your children and their children and be around for 10, 20, 30 years from now, invest now in a branding package so that, again, you can build a profitable, memorable business on top of that foundation. So we went over creating a business plan, creating a memorable business name, registering as an LLC and corporation, and then investing in your branding package, which is my favorite part of all of this. Branding is everything to me. So then once you create your branding package, you're going to be able to create your website. And because you took the time to make that brand outline or invest in somebody to create that brand outline for you, now you know what to follow to create your website. Things like the colors you're going to use on your website, the copy that you're going to accompany, the images that you choose to use. It's all going to match your brand outline. And now you're going to be a step ahead of the competitors because you took the time, once again, to invest in that brand outline. And now you can make everything match and be consistent. Now, this creates trust with your audience because they see that you took the time to go into detail to develop imagery and copy and hashtags and things along a color palette to exemplify who you are and what you stand for. So now they trust their money with you. They're going to buy your products. They're going to buy your services because, again, you took the time to take care of those finer details, which makes you look more professional and makes people trust you more. So the website is actually another one of my favorite parts about creating a business because it can be done really strategically to keep people on the website longer by having engaging content, imagery that, again, creates a feeling that leads someone to take an action, and also having a user-friendly interface and navigation. Again, making sure you do this with somebody that knows what they're doing and loves what they're doing is so key here. Anybody can throw together a quick website and take your money, but somebody that knows what they're doing and is passionate about it and has experience with it and knows the psychology behind the marketing that's going to be integrated onto your website, that is who you need to invest your money with when you're creating the website that's going to be building your dreams, right? You've had this idea in your head to create a business or brand for so long. So don't skimp on these steps. Don't try to pinch pennies making it work. Save up or get it on a credit card or, get a partner that's going to invest with you and spend the money that is necessary to get it done the right way. So this way you're not backtracking in a year or two, or your business doesn't come crumbling down on top of you. Take the time, once again, to set this strong foundation to build the empire that you deserve. So that's all of the steps that are going to help you create your dream and make it a profitable business. And I'll just reiterate those steps once more. You're going to create your business plan. And again, you can check out my website, emitchelldesigns.com, to see exactly how to outline a business plan. Once you create your business plan, you're going to create a memorable business name. Once you create your business name, now you're going to register as an LLC, corporation, or sole proprietor. Once you do that, invest in a brand outline. Again, one of the most important steps to all of this. If you do not have a consistent brand outline, your ads are not going to work. People are not going to trust what you have to say on your website. And people are not going to have the right feeling to lead them to take the action. The action could be clicking on your ad, checking out your website, finding you on social media, buying your products or services. It starts with a feeling, and this brand outline is going to help you establish that. Once you create that brand outline, now you invest in your website design. If you guys have any questions about all of these steps that I just went over, go ahead and reach out to me. It's contact@emitchelldesigns.com, or check out my website, emitchelldesigns.com, and it's going to list all of this and more. And that's that, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Passion and Persistence podcast, where we truly believe in the power of passion and persistence to get you to where you deserve to be in life. I hope you guys have an amazing day and week ahead, and make sure you subscribe to this podcast. Tell your friends about it. Check us out on social media. And if you haven't done so yet, check out passionandpersistence.shop to grab your merch. We have hats and hoodies and shirts, and you can let the world know that you are passionate and persistent. And with that being said, peace. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into this episode of the Passion and Persistence podcast. I'm your host, Elaina Mitchell, and I wanted to make sure to provide as much value as I possibly could in this episode to help you lay the bricks of the foundation to building your dreams. I know that you are passionate, and I want to make sure that you're persistent on your pursuit to chasing those dreams. I also want to remind you that mixing passion and persistence is extremely powerful, and that right there is the winning recipe to get you to where you deserve to be in life. Make sure you're subscribed to this podcast. Make sure you take the time to tell your friends and family about it, and even share it on your social media. We're here to inspire and motivate and remind you that you're powerful, you're capable, and with passion and persistence, anything is possible.